All right, no intro. Let's just go.
Whoa, babe, I must confess.
Yeah.
You've been running circles in my head. Oh, I could have 1,000 dreams about beauty queens and all the things, but they don't compare to you. Yeah, 'cause when you walk in the room, you shine. Oh, it don't make sense, do it? No, I don't believe it's true. I don't believe I get you. Woo! Oh, you the feature, babe. You got me speechless for a lifetime.
Yeah.
I can't believe this, babe. I get to be with you a lifetime. Woo! 'Cause baby, when you look at me, I can't control my mind.
Don't be nervous.
Hey y'all, welcome back and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year 2020.
Yes. So we're in Chapel Hill. We are in Chapel Hill today. This is me and my boyfriend Nick Salon. So there's
beautiful.
that.
We're
Thank
so
you.
happy to be here.
Yes,
Yes.
thank you for coming.
The lighting is just so good.
Yes, very relaxing.
So if you're ever in Savannah, come visit us.
Yes, yes.
Get your hair done.
Get your hair done.
These are the models.
This is where we get our hair done, if you ever had a question. So yeah, it's so good to be in here.
Thank you.
And I think it's like so fitting that we're here in the new year and everybody's like, you know, talks about their New Year's resolution or what they're gonna do or everything. But I've already expressed this to you guys. Like, I don't really feel like a new year has to be like a whole new you or
Yeah.
like you have to have all these huge dreams and aspirations just because it's a new year. Like,
It's like a lot of pressure. Like when you look
Yeah.
on social media, it's like, oh my god, I've got anxiety even thinking
Yes.
about what am I supposed to try to be. What's the
what?
What is it called? Resolution. What am I supposed to?
Resolution.
What am I supposed to be resolving to be better at? Oh my god.
Well,
Yeah,
for me, like I take resolution as bringing on new goals, having new focuses based
Yes.
off of the events that happened in 2019,
Yes.
which was the previous year, and just looking back on your growth and
That's a very good
and
point.
then putting that into a new goal. I personally like New Year's because I feel like it's an opportunity to start over in a way, to
Yeah.
like have new goals, have new focuses, new experiences, and just like a fresh start. No, it's not literally a fresh start, but it's a mindset thing for me, and
Yeah.
that's why we waited until January 2nd to introduce the salon. Just because I wanted it to be a clean slate, a fresh
Yeah, like
start.
when you write
Yeah.
it down, like when did you open it? Was like January
Right.
2nd, 2020,
Mhm.
Yeah.
not
Exactly.
like
You said it.
2019
Yeah.
and into a
Yeah.
new year.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of people have opinions on.
You get nervous? You got a drink?
Me too.
Oh, maybe we
Thirsty.
should just cheers.
Cheers to a new
Cheers to
year.
being in
With
here.
friends.
Yes. Okay, keep going.
But yeah, I think a lot of people have opinions on like, oh, I don't do New Year's resolutions. Like they're disappointing. I always, end up disappointed, and you don't meet your goals or your
Yeah.
expectations that you set. But it doesn't. You don't have to change your lifestyle. You don't have to change anything. You could just utilize the knowledge and power that you gained the previous year, and it's like a time mark for me.
Yeah.
Like from 2019 to 2020, this is to look back on it and see my growth is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like I think it means a little different to
But I
everybody.
also feel like you start out January thinking that you're like, this is my goal for this year, or like this is how I see this year going. But there are so many things that happen to you within that year that you have to pivot around, and then it's like it puts you on a new path and a new goal, and new things happen. And so
Yeah.
I feel like 2019, it's not like you need to say goodbye to
oh no.
anything,
Bye.
or like I kind of feel like you can take even if nothing came to fruition that you thought would in 2019, like doesn't
Yeah.
mean that 2020 is just going to be shit, because 2019 might have been, or something. Like you can come into it with, like you said, like with a clear perspective and a new start. But I just don't like with everyone's. It's like, oh, like I think it's so funny when everyone, or they throw out the numbers of like all of the gym memberships that happen in like January 1st, and then by like this time in January, people have already quit.
Well, and I feel like that's why people have such negative opinions about a new year, is because the expectation that they put on themselves. Like, yes, go and get a gym membership January 1st, and I'm sure you're not going to go. Like, you know what I mean? That's like almost impulsive. Like,
forced. Like,
well, anything that you feel like you have to change, you're not going to do.
Yeah.
It's like anything that you feel like you have to change your whole lifestyle, that is enough to like not want to do it. That is a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
And that's how I meet my goals, is I don't set an expectation. I don't really set like a time frame. Like, yes, within a year I want to be here and here or whatever, but at the same time, if it takes me 2 years, that's still a goal.
Yeah.
And the things that you go through and the pivoting points that you speak of, like those are like, that's so much knowledge, and sometimes we need to go through things to realize that we don't know it all, and it teaches you so much. I don't know. It's just like, I appreciate moments like that.
I feel like it's like work on yourself more, so you get to know yourself on a deeper level.
Agreed.
So that you can say, like, I'm never going to get a gym membership. That's just never going to happen in my lifetime. I don't want to go to the gym.
Same.
Yeah.
But if I want to work out, I'm going to make certain adjustments within my life to be able to work out in the comfort of my own home.
Right.
Like, whether that's turn
Love
our
that.
garage into something, but like, I've tried, you know, even Chris is like, because Chris does like a gym because he likes to get out of the house.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I need to get the fuck away from all of you and like really zone out.
That's like his
Yeah, and
time.
he's like, and he has said, you know, throughout our relationship, I would love for you, like, you gotta come to the gym with me. Like, it would be so fun.
I get anxious at the gym. No,
Yeah,
I don't
and I'm
people
like-
looking at me, I can't deal with it.
Well, I'm a person that, like, no matter what I have on or what I look like, I feel like people are, like, very drawn to my energy. Like, I'm going to get stared at no matter how normal or crazy I look.
Well, I just
It's
act
just-
like a clown, so if somebody else is in there, like,
Well, I don't know
I'm
how to
gonna
work
be-
out. So,
I'm gonna
like,
be like,
to go in.
I don't understand that. Like, look at your legs.
But
You're
all
like
I
a
do is wear.
mystery.
he wears heels.
He wears heels.
Heels
And
boots.
I do too,
he
but
stomps the fuck around here in those heels, and it is like a
Yeah.
high impact workout.
yes.
So he has those toned legs. But like,
I don't wear shoes
whoa.
where I can't hear myself walk. If I can't hear myself walk, then I don't feel like I'm walking. Like, I am definitely Naomi Campbell, like, on a daily. Like, that's what I need.
Well, besides just like working out, I don't know. I feel like for me, a new year. First of all, I think every day can be your new
New,
year.
yes.
I'm very moody. I have mood swings a lot. So I might start the day here, and then by a certain time I'm here, and then I'll get back up here. I have to check myself constantly. But I think it is fun, you know, like on the 31st or whatever, to sort of think about, wow, what have I done this year that I should be proud of, and what do I want to
Yeah.
do? I don't like write down resolutions or anything
No.
like that.
Oh, gosh.
but-
Well, I don't feel like
I do
that's
think
necessary.
about, but I do like think about, try to like, because I'm the person who, I do one thing and then I'm right on to the next. Like, I don't take enough time to like,
Take it in.
Yeah.
yes, I'm always, and Brandon's like that too, we're both always like on to the next. So I do try like at the end of the year to sort of, okay, let's think about what we've done
Mhm.
and let's be proud and feel grateful. Just kind of
See
slow
where
down
it
a little
goes.
bit. Yeah.
Well, what was your 2 a.m. purchase?
Oh, the DB method.
What is that? What
it's
is
like
a
a booty
DB?
machine. You squat on it.
It's a booty
Booty
machine.
machine, yeah.
Everyone look up the DB
Oh,
method.
DB
my
method.
God.
So what do you
You
do?
do it for 10 minutes a day,
Okay.
and you're supposed to like lift your butt, which is like what
I
I'm working
love
on.
that, like, I love
It's
that,
really
like, that's
cute.
something that bothers you and you're, like, doing something about it. You're
She's
trying
like,
things.
Yeah,
like,
like
I
10
love
minutes.
that.
That sounds like just
You
what
can
I
do
have.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that'd be fun.
I love that.
It's really cute too.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
And if
I
you
don't
do,
know what
and
it
if
is.
you do something enough, you look forward to it,
yeah.
and you don't feel
Yeah.
normal without it.
But I feel like also if you set like goals that make you happy, like things that actually make you happy, and like you said, that aren't like I need to change, because the hardest thing to do is to realize what you need to change within yourself.
Mm.
That's the hardest to change.
Yeah.
So it's
Well,
like,
nobody wants to do that on a daily
No.
basis, especially like much less the January 1st. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
January 1st is not any different than any other day. It's just like I said, like it's just like a mental
Yeah.
check.
Yeah.
Just like you said, like you don't ever have that time to like just check in and like see
Yeah.
where you're at to even know where you want to go.
yeah,
So I get both sides. I get people that are like, New Year resolutions, and I get people who like love it and
I just feel
thrive
like
off of it.
people
Some people
get-
need the guidance.
because
Yeah.
it's a resolution, people get down on themselves if they fail within the first couple weeks. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck, my whole year's fucked because
No.
I didn't go to the gym anymore. Like, that's why it's like,
Well, that's personal.
that's what I'm saying. Like, why not think of things that work on yourself to make yourself happy, and then morph around that, not like,
Yeah.
I need to do this in order to do that. Like, no, it just, what do you like to do?
Well, for me, like this year has been like crazy life changing. Like my world was
Yeah.
turned upside down, not in a bad way, in a very good way, but it happened so fast and it was very impactful for me. I left a salon after 8 years, did a lot of freelance work for months and months and months, I set a goal to have a salon open by the end of the year, and this is where we are.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so much mentally has changed
Yeah.
for me. Like, I don't know, like leaving a place in your life that doesn't make
Yeah.
you happy, leaving that behind does wonders.
Well, leaving
Yeah.
it's a comfort zone. Like, anytime you're comfortable is normally when you need to fucking move. Like,
Mhm.
If you're a goal oriented.
yes, if you are like a
ambitious.
goal getter or just
Yeah.
somebody who gets anxious or down when you're not doing something, that's how I am. Like, if my
I'm like,
brain's not
yeah.
working, then I'm like,
What
then
are
I
you
just start to
doing?
get destructive.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, what the fuck can I tear apart? Like,
I just
can't stay
literally,
here.
like, I'm the kind of person that I always think about what I want and where I want to be.
Yeah,
And that
always.
is always enough to make me push
to
through.
move.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
yeah,
I don't think that you need a specific goal.
Yeah.
Even.
yeah,
Like for me, like last year was all about working on myself and working on inner peace and finding who I am and
Yeah.
figuring out what makes me happy and what
and
I
that
like to
usually
do.
comes after a trauma or leaving that comfort zone of
Mhm.
like branching, and that's this, you know, fear is what holds everyone back,
Mhm.
and so it's like when you leave that comfort zone, that's fear. Like,
Yeah.
like how am I going to do this? Can I do this? But that's usually what ends up driving you to something so much bigger and so much greater.
And for me and Nick, we both went through the same thing
Yeah.
at the same time. So it was like, I'm very grateful to have I mean, this has been both of us equally.
Which
Like,
is a
Yeah.
really
and
cool
it's been
experience.
very
So
special. It's been very, very special. And I don't know, I'm proud. Like,
Yeah.
It should be.
it's.
Well, I think on that note, let's show off the salon. Like,
Yeah.
absolutely.